Oh, welcome to my channel. Um, I'll be talking about basketball again. Now, I want to tell you how you can get points. Understand? How you can get under points. How you can get each team what they can get, including overtime. Understand? Each team what they can get, including as from the beginning of the match to the end of the match, if include overtime. For example, I'm using Obera Tennis Club versus Riachilio de la Rioja. Now, this is the point. This is the where you can go. How do you get for tennis? You're saying that over and under, that Obera Tennis Club will get a total of over 81.5 because your target, to be honest, your target should be here. Never you target anything, your target should be here. This is where your target is. Understand? Okay? This is where your target is. Sorry. Your target should be here over this. Okay? Over 81.1 being the least distance and under. Okay? This is your target. This is where you are looking at. You can look at other places. But sometimes because even the figures are the distance is so tight. It's so tight. So, but do you calculate this? How you calculate it is that you go to the statistics, as I normally do. Now, I always tell you about your vertical and the horizontal. For example, H2H talks about the horizontal. Okay, it talks about the horizontal, how you calculate it. But this time around, I'm not using the horizontal this time around. I'm using the vertical from the H2H, which means I'm using the vertical from the H2H and I'll compare it to the vertical on the H2H new. So let's use, for example, Obera Tennis Club. Obera Tennis Club have 96 here. You can see. Let me just target 96 here. They have 90 here. They have 87. They have 85, and they have this thing. They have 79. So under there, what you do is if you check them, you say 96 plus 90 plus 87 plus 85 plus 79 plus 79 will give you 437. Okay, then you have to divide it by 5. Dividing the 5 will give you 87.4. Okay, it will give you 87.4. This is under H2H and the vertical. Okay, and the vertical. Then when you compare it to H2H new on and the vertical of what they have played, now we have to check what they have played. So now Obera Tennis Club has this is 94, this is 83, this is 66, this is 66, okay, this is 71, and this is 75. So now if you say 94 plus let's say 94 plus 94 plus 80 83 plus 66 plus 71 plus 75 we give it 389. When you divide it by 5 we give it 77. We give it 77.8. okay, now 77.8. okay, we give it 77.8. So now this is how you do it. Now when you check the H2H versus the H2H new, for example, you go to H2H, what did we get there? We got 87 points under HUH. We got 87.4 compared to under HUH new the vertical. We got 77.8. So when you go there, when you go to the market, you go to the points. You find out that 81 points over can Obera Tennis Club total 81.5. You know, over 81.5. Would it work? Based on what we got under HUH, 87.5 tallies to it. Even it tallies to the end of the distance 85. So if you want to play the list there, the highest there is 85.5, and 87.5 tallied to it under HUH. Then under HUH new, which is 77.8, it did not tally. It did not even go. Understand? So if you're playing it, so it tallies under 85.5 under HUH new. Understand? Under HUH. What do you do in this case? Understand? What do you do if it tallies under 85.5? That's the HUH new vertical. Understand? It tallies under, if it tallies to the 85 point, it tallies to the end of even to 80. It tallies to even to the 8 to the list. That's 81.5. Because what we got is 77.8. So what will you do? So are you going to play it over 81.5 over 80 to the point over 81.5, or are you going to play it under 85.5? Even if you play it under 81.5, understand, it might work if you are using the HUH new vertical. It will work. So what will you do? What will you do? This is it. So let's just try and make it, let's say 87.4 plus 87.4 plus 77 plus 77, okay, 0.8 will give you this. When you divide it by 2, it will give us 82. It will give us 82. It will give us 82.6. Okay. So when you use 82.6, for example, what are you using it to do? Now this is what you do to say, okay, under 85.5 will work, under 84.5 will work if you're using this. Okay, then you say under 83 will work. So, but it's somewhat risky. If you're using this, over 81.5 might work. So, like I said, always go for the list. Always go for the list. Always go for this, the last and the first. Okay, that's where you always go. So for me, this is the difficult task, but I'm just teaching you how you can play so you can use the same method to play under the Riachuelo this thing. I can't do the calculation now. Like I said, basketball is all about calculation, so you can use that same method and calculate for Riachuelo. Okay, Riachuelo de la Rioja. So now from the summary from what we've done, what you have to do is for you to calculate each distance. There are two ways you can do that. There are two ways, but this is the number one way for you to calculate each team and how they over time, at the end of the time, what they will play. You go to what? You go to statistics, then you go to HUH first. When you go to HUH, you calculate all the games vertically. Like now, Riachuelo, you say 85 plus 66. Okay, you say 85. You say Riachuelo 85 plus 66 plus 83 plus 90, then plus 87. You plus them, you add them, and divide it by 5. Okay, then you go to H2H new. You go to HUH new. You do the same thing. Okay, you do the same thing. Okay, 73 plus 74 plus 70 plus 76 plus 95. You add them. When you add them, you divide it by 5. Okay, when you divide it by 5, then you check each one, the one you divided by 5 under HUH. Okay, and tally it with the points. I tally it with the points. Okay, know whether it aligns so well. You check the second one, which is the HUH new, tally it if it lines. If it doesn't, if it, there's a confusion there, you can divide them and divide, you can plus them and divide it by two and make your final decision. Thank you very much. God bless. Please subscribe to my channel.